Kwakenbos. I'm a Senior Aid Policy and Development Advisor for Oxfam International. I work with my colleague Julie, who is working on the OECD DAC specifically. I've been here for the last 2 days to talk about, well, Africa's role in shaping international development policy. I have to say I've been very excited about the outcome of this meeting. There's a lot of great energy and a lot of great ideas, and I think it's really important that these ideas get channeled to the decision makers in the North. In the North, you know, the rich countries of the world, we talk a lot about partnerships, but for the most part, partnerships are very much one-sided. We consider ourselves the partner and you're the implementer. So we say you can take the money and here's what we do, what you should do, and you say okay, and then we say there's a partnership, but I think that that's wrong and we need to shift the balance of power. And I think that this is really going to be a new opportunity for a lot of African NGOs and CSOs and citizens to be involved in decision making at a level that they haven't been traditionally involved in, which is at setting what priorities for the money are, how the money gets spent, and where and how this is done to the best effective manner possible. For the most part, Africa is going to become a huge priority for Europe, and I mean big Europe, so the European Union, but also small Europe, so the European member states. So we're going to see a lot more interest from decision makers in the continent, and especially in sub-Saharan Africa, so areas like Kenya. And this attention comes with risks and opportunities, and we need to make sure that we're ready to deal with them, ready as a community of global NGOs, but also ready to support you guys when you need to come up and you need to be strong to make sure that you feel like you have good partners in the North who will amplify your views and express your opinions to the greatest effect possible. So yeah, I'm really psyched about this meeting. I feel really energized. And I'm looking forward to going back home and telling everyone about the lessons I learned, the friends I made, and also that we need to be way better about taking the messages here and bringing them to where we are, because we're in a very privileged position where we are, and we need to reflect on that, and we need to be better about utilizing that to the best effect possible.
There have been raised a lot of concerns in regards to curtailing the activist, the online activism, and also the interest between the nations that fund and the interest of the people being funded. For example, say Kenya and the people funding Kenya. How are you going to reconcile all this?
I mean, nation states have interests, not friends, right? So I mean, we have to be quite realistic on that front. And I think that just requires a lot of awareness raising, both here in Kenya and then on the donor side as well, to make sure that we're not creating more problems than we're trying to fix. And that means alignment of interest to a degree, but that also means making it very clear that when we're talking about official development assistance or ODA, that this really has to be developmental focused, that this idea that we're being mutually beneficial is not sufficient. This must be weighted towards those who are living in poverty, those who are dealing with the real crises of inequality, and the idea by saying it's a win-win situation is not sufficient to really justify the approach that we're taking right now. I don't know about activism. I think that activism is important, and I think that silencing activism creates more problems than it possibly fixes. In the short term, if you're a decision maker, it's nice to get people to shut up, but at the end of the day, people need a vent, they need an outlet, they need to feel they've been heard, and they need to feel that their concerns have been dealt with, or else you're just going to lead to problems down the line.
All right, many thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.